Alright, so what are we up to today? We are up to running some errands. So I have a couple things going on this weekend, including someone coming to drop off a little bit of champagne for me, which is nice. I've got to do recyclables. I probably ought to break down some boxes that are in my garage so I can get rid of those. I have to go grocery shopping. And I feel like there's like other things that I'm forgetting, but maybe just like little things around the house. Like I was gonna stop at the hardware store for a couple of things. I got wall hooks the last time that I went to the store, the hardware store, because I have a bird feeder that I would like to properly hang on the outside of my house. And then there was something else. What else did I, oh, my neighbor got me chimes as a housewarming gift, which I'm super stoked about. So I got a hook so that I can hang up my chimes as well. So there's that. I'm trying to think of like other things. I was planning on going to kind of a larger area nearby, like a little city, to get some of the stuff that I wanted to, but I think scheduling wise it's not going to work out. And then I think I'm probably going to go to my parents' house later for dinner and just kind of like chill and hang out. So anyway, I guess let's get started. Okay. So here are the groceries that I need to get. I'm probably going to add to this. This is all stuff that I got on the last grocery trip, but I hate wasting paper, so I just restarted on the other side. So just like various things, quick to grab. One of the reasons I wanted to go out to kind of our local city was because they have a store that has nice spices and things like that. So I was thinking of making biryani and getting some actual saffron, which I don't currently have, but that's okay. But anyway, so this is my grocery list, and I'll probably stay local. Oh, and I remember what the other thing was that I was going to talk about. So I am trying to get in contact with my local SPCA because I want to adopt a cat. Alright, so admittedly I'm really bad about doing any type of like vlog style anything because I'm incredibly uncomfortable with like whipping my phone out like this in public or carrying around my DSLR and like videotaping myself. So I just ran some errands. I ran to the grocery store, which really isn't that interesting. I just went to my local Price Chopper. I ended up meeting the person who I was going to drop something off for me there, which is fine. It just ended up working out that way, which is totally cool. So it kind of frees up my afternoon a little bit more, which is fine. However, I did successfully make an appointment with my local animal shelter to go and see the cat that I'm hoping to see this afternoon. So my sister who lives with me went to work, so I'm going to be picking up my other sister, and then she's going to accompany me to see the cat. And hopefully I'll be coming home with a new kitty today. Yay! That'll do, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to put my groceries away. Thankfully, I don't have that much. And then, in like an hour, I'm gonna go and get my sister. My appointment's at 2. If we show up a little bit early, I'm sure it's fine. And it's like literally like 5 minutes away from where I live, so it's not gonna take us very long to get there at all. And if I can vlog it, I will. We'll just see. But I am really excited about that. So I got coffee. I got these cereal bars. My sister started getting them and I actually enjoy them too. And it's just a really quick, easy thing to like put in a lunch bag. I've only got like 2 weeks left of work. I'm a teacher, so I have the summer off. And I only say that because people tend to think it's like an easy job and like we should be grateful that we get summers off. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome perk and everything, but especially after this year, like, holy crap. I could probably just swear, like, holy shit. But anyway, So this will definitely get us through the next 2 weeks, I think. And sorry for walking away, but I wanted to put those up. But it's just like a really quick and easy thing. And then she likes hot sauce. She likes like Mexican foods. So she really likes hot sauce to like put on her quesadillas or nachos or burrito or whatever it is that she wants or makes. And then I got us some more salad dressing, because I'm a big salad person actually. I really like it, especially when I have ingredients to kind of make like a loaded salad, right? Like peppers and nuts and dried fruit or berries, whatever, cheese, like chicken, like that's kind of my jam. I'll snack on some of those chips, so I'll leave those out. And I got, so what salad dressing did I get? That might be pertinent to talk about. I got the Panera Bread brand, so I got the balsamic vinaigrette because it's so good. And then I also got the Mediterranean lemon dressing to try out, because it's summer now, basically, for all intents and purposes where I live. So the Mediterranean lemon in particular sounded really good for kind of light summertime dressing. And then the ranch I'll just put in the Hoosier for now. I'll just put those in the fridge because I'm sure we're gonna crack into them pretty quickly. I do actually have to run back out because my sister and I have this creamer that we really enjoy. It's from Coffee Mate. It's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch creamer. And to be totally honest with you, I was never a big creamer person. I'm a milk and sugar person, but this totally converted me and I'm obsessed with it. But we can only get it at one of our local grocery stores, and it's not the one that I went to today. It's actually closer to me, the one that has the creamer that we like. It's closer to me geographically, not that either of them are hard to get to. But it's just, you know, it's funny. It's like, typically I just do all of my grocery shopping at the one that carries the creamer because, for obvious reasons. It's like, you know, if I need the creamer, I'm gonna go to the store that actually carries it. So, like, I picked up meat today, so that I could cook some stuff in the future. And I just kind of got the basics. I got ground beef, I got 2 pork chops, and I got some thinly sliced chicken breast. But I was kind of bummed because they only had this huge pack of chicken breast, and it's just my sister and I. And I can divide this up and I can freeze them in like individual packs, or like 2 packs, right? But it was just kind of like, it would have been nice to get something that, I don't know, I wouldn't have to fuss with, but it's not a big deal. So then other than that, I got some fruit. So there were some white peaches at the store that I could smell like immediately, and I was like, ooh, I'm definitely getting some of those because I love peaches. And then I got pineapple and watermelon because those are kind of 2 that I enjoy greatly. And I haven't had pickles in a long time, but I got pickles. I really like pickles, but this may be a little bit of a TMI, but I used to eat pickles by the jar. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And I would drink the juice and everything. Like, I love pickles. And then all of a sudden, I started having like tummy troubles after eating pickles. And it would just go like straight through me. And it was just not pleasant, right? So like, I kind of developed an aversion to pickles after that. But last night, I was just thinking, I was like, oh man, you know, I haven't had pickles in a long time. Summertime, I don't know, it just seems really refreshing to have pickles. So I was like, I'm gonna have some of those. So I'll just put that over there by the Hoosier. And like, that's groceries. Yeah, but I think for right now I'm gonna get myself a bite to eat, and then I'll probably head out and grab my sister from my parents and then bring her here or go straight to the whatchamacallit, the animal shelter. I'm just gonna close my, oh, I know what I can show you. Hold on one second. Oh, good. Perfect timing. A couple of people just biked by. It's better if I'm not out there talking to a camera. Let me show you what I found in my garage the other morning. This fucker. Look at this shit. He's huge. He is massive, and he's properly dead, so I don't mind getting that close to him. Let me put my hand down here for reference, for size reference. So he's like the length of my thumb, for sure, at minimum. And I just put it on like the local town group. They're really big, and I guess what it is a European hornet. And as you might imagine, the stinger and the venom is like super painful. So yeah, not a great time. So if I found it like literally in my house, I think I would probably die. But anyway, so the person in the group for the town had said that basically they're just gonna keep an eye out and see if they see another one, and if they do, they're gonna call an exterminator, because just having one could be like a drone who like is looking for a place that they can build their nest. So if it's just one, it's not necessarily the cause to like call an exterminator to come out. But anyway, so I don't really have a whole lot of time before I'm gonna go and pick up my sister, so I'm just gonna get like a little snack, a little something to eat, and then I'll go pick her up, and hopefully I can video us checking out the cat. So anyway, I'll catch you on the flip side. Hello. Welcome to Fresh Face Andy, who has not a stitch of makeup on currently. and oft feels somewhat naked and exposed without it. But here we are. If other people can do it, so can I. Okay, so it's been a weekend. Oh my god, so I spoke earlier about the fact that I might be getting a cat. And I did get a cat, and I will go and take some footage of her in a second. But I thought I would come and get my new stepladder because I thought I would put up my, whatchamacallit, my, ooh, that thing is ugly. My chimes, but also, not just my chimes, also my bird feeder. Let me see if I can adjust this in such a way where you can kind of see me a little bit better. I've got a beer in one hand. Not that I recommend doing these types of chores with a beer in hand, but I guess that's the life that I'm living right now. So I got this stepladder the other day, and I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put these chimes. I'd like to do it someplace where I don't have to fear risking my life when putting it up. So I'm going to put it up right here on the corner of my house, by my front entrance, so that I can hear it better. Let me see if I can open up my ladder. Here it is. Okay, so this thing is brand new, so it's gonna need a little working out, I think. Yeah, just open it upside down. Perfect. So I have a little step ladder. My dad calls it a stepper, which basically means it's like not truly a step ladder, as in it doesn't really offer the same type of stability that an actual ladder does, but it can help you like get to the second shelf or the third shelf or the fourth shelf if you can't reach it. But anyway, so I got this little stepper dude. Ooh, that was. So I'm gonna use him to put up the chimes, I think. So I have my drill. I have my hook that I'm gonna hang on the wall, and it comes with screws. So the number one rule, or whatever, that my dad always says is when you're actually screwing something into the wall, you really want to push in with the drill so that you don't strip your screws, because if you don't apply enough pressure, what it'll do is the grooves on the screw, which it's not really focusing properly, I don't know if that's any better, but the grooves on the screw that you see there will not properly, will the strip, they'll be worn down and then won't actually screw into the wall, and thus provide no grip to hold anything. And I apologize in advance for the road noise. But, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this right over yonder. You're not going to be able to see it because I didn't feel like lugging up my DSLR, and this has been a phone vlog. So this is on my phone. But anyway, nice charged drill, and we're gonna attempt to do this. No. Kind of wondering, maybe I should try and screw it in first. No. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't let anybody fool you. I don't know what I'm doing. No. Ooh. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine. Damn it. I think I'm gonna do a two-prong approach here. Hold on a second. Attempt number 2. I'm going to first just try to manually screw it in a little bit, and then try to power it in. We'll see how it goes. That worked. It didn't work. Well, I mean, sort of. We're getting there. Okay, so that's somewhat stabilized. This is ridiculous. I think I am gonna need to move my thing again. Sorry, taking a sip of my beer. This is Brie Omegang Neon Pools, by the way. So if you're curious as to what I'm drinking, that's it. Alright, so let's see if I can do this, huh? Only mildly terrifying. Shit. I'm sure somewhere someone is laughing their ass off at me. Struggling to do this. Oh. I had it going backwards. What the hell? Problem number 1. Head drill on reverse setting. Okay. That'll do. I did it. Woo. What you may or may not be able to see is how sweaty I am. Hold on, let me show you. There it is. Wow. There's the hook. I did it. It's probably not really that great, but I did it. Well, that makes a lot more sense as to why the screw was not actually going in, because I had the drill on the reverse setting. See, this is why it's important for you to see this kind of stuff, because the thing is that we're all beginners at some point, right? And like, here's the thing, it's not my first time operating a drill, but like, I don't do it regularly. But anyway, so it's okay to muck it up a little bit sometimes. It's okay to like not get it right the first time. Like, I think that needs to be normalized, because I feel like people feel like they have to be experts at everything right off the bat, myself included. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I would feel a whole lot better if I could just come on here and be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, totally. But the fact of the matter is that I'm learning a lot as I go, and that's kind of the point of this channel, is like documenting this journey, not only for the benefit of like others, especially when I become a little bit more skilled, but for myself, to like be like, yeah, I did it. So wholesome moment there. Here are the chimes that my good friends got for me. They're called the Chimes of Mars. What tones? I think they had said it was the diatonic scale. Oh, I don't know. Oh, shoot. But it's the Chimes of Mars in bronze. And bronze is kind of like a reoccurring theme here. I'm enjoying bronze and copper. So here they are. I feel like my neighbors told me the scale that it plays, and it's gone from my brain. So here it is. It's lovely. Go ahead and get this up there. The Chimes of Mars is designed and handcrafted for superior musical performance and is hand-tuned to a 5-note scale found all over the world. It acts in concert with the wind to create random patterns of wonderful music and will work in perfect harmony with all other Encore collection chimes right in your own backyard. Well, I guess that's all we need to know, is that it's the Chimes of Mars, and it's lovely. Woodstock chimes, which is very apropos because I'm in New York. So this is what I have so far. So I just hung those chimes. You can see those are the Chimes of Mars. Very pretty. And Mars is actually my astrological ruling planet, so I feel like it's also appropriate for that reason. But then there's this really cool bird feeder here. And what's really neat about it is that it's a pest deterrent or squirrel deterrent or chipmunk deterrent. So what happens is when a bird lands on this, they can insert their beak and eat seed through there, but if a squirrel tries to get on it, they're too heavy, so this gate will come down, and then you have these lovely like metal leaves that come down and prevent squirrels and stuff from getting in there and getting the seeds. I really wanted to make sure that I got one like that so that I could prevent the squirrels and keep the birds. So the plan is to move this to the other side of the house. So let's see if I can do this a little bit easier than last time. Alright, so this is where I'm thinking I'm going to install it, right on the corner here. So I can see it from my sunroom, which is right there. And it's actually really perfect because you can see there's a little bench in there, and I sit there quite often, especially during like thunderstorms. And so I feel like right here would be really nice so that I can really see the birds, which I think will be good. I figured out my approach. My approach is, that's crooked. Oh well. My approach is to get the screws partially started, like very lightly start the screws in where it is that you want them to hang, and then you can bring in the drill, and I feel like that works better. So let's try to get this guy hung up there. Here he is. Okay. So my mom was like, make sure that you hang it so that you can actually fill the feeder again. So I'm gonna hang it here. Okay, I'm gonna hang it here. Just like that. Ta-da! There's my bird feeder. Cute. So cute. So what am I up to next? There's bamboo popping up in my lawn, so I'm gonna grab that. And I'm also gonna snip these trees that are growing in front of my house here. These guys. So there's that one in the bush. So the one with the lighter green leaves is a tree. And then there's this guy right here that needs to be snipped. So I'm just gonna take these hand pruners, which aren't really the best tool, but I'm just gonna snip them down to discourage growth. Alright, trees snipped. Now it's time to do some bamboo. Same thing. Sorry, surveying my vegetation here. Ultimately, I don't know if you can hear me, but ultimately, I think this and this are gonna get pulled out because they got eaten up pretty badly by the deer, and they're not really gonna bounce back. So we're gonna pull them out at some point. But first, let's get bamboo. This is the Japanese knotweed growing rampant in my yard. So, an after-school activity many times for me is to come out and just pull new growth out of my lawn so that it doesn't establish itself too well and take over more than it already has. But let me shift the angle so that you can see what I'm doing over here better. If you're really lucky, you'll get some root. So the bothersome thing is that the only way to really truly get rid of it is to dig up the rhizomes, and those are like the root clusters that they grow up in. But it's best to do that in like early spring before they really start popping off. And I just hadn't done that much research on the plant before starting to kind of try and push it back, and my neighbor referred to it as like the Greek monster Hydra, where like you can chop it down and cut it back as much as you want, but it will grow back and it will multiply. And that was so true. It was really, truer words have not been spoken, to be honest. So I have to dig out the rhizomes, but now is not the right time, and I also don't really have a whole lot of time in which to do that. So what I'm left to doing is just trying to get any new growth that I can. So any new shoots that kind of spring up, I try to grab, especially in my lawn and along the side of my house, because it's been known to be very disruptive to stone, meaning that it could potentially pull through or push through my foundation, which is not a problem that I'm willing to sign up for. So I just try to nip it in the bud where I can, at least for now, and then try to hit it more aggressively when I'm off from school. I'm gonna have so many projects, I'm not even kidding you. Like, there's too much that needs to get done, but so it goes. Alright, let's try to get some of the stuff in here. You can just watch my hydrangea while I work. I'll try not to bump you. I've got Spotify playing inside, so if you hear music, that's what that is. Ah! Ah! Ants everywhere. Let's see. The other thing about this stupid bamboo is it's not super similar, but look at this. So this is the bamboo leaf and this is the hydrangea. So anytime the bamboo grows up in the hydrangea, sometimes it can be really hard to spot. And I don't know if you saw any of that, but it is. It's easier to spot elsewhere. The new growth is easy to spot because it's red, So it kind of sticks out against the green lawn. But it's still not fun to deal with. And the fact of the matter is like, especially way out here, so what happens is the bamboo can also send out these really elongated shoots underneath roots. And I think that's what's happened, is that it's already kind of circumvented or gone underneath like my house, and it's starting to pop up on the other side, which is really shitty. Oh, I just spotted some more, hold on. What's really difficult is that once it does that and that one root is really established, it can be really difficult to get it out because it becomes quite woody, almost like an actual tree root. And oh geez, I don't even want to imagine, but I probably will have to. Digging that out and getting rid of that, geez Louise. Oh, that's gonna suck. Anyway, let me grab this one piece of bamboo.